Skairipa is a prospect that I'm honestly really excited for. He's a really solid flex support with a very good Mercy, and he has a great hero pool for Overwatch 2 and should prove to be great as a backup to Mercy and S-Stack. How good is he really? Let's see. Skairipa got a start on various Tier 3 teams to various success before winding up on Nairiki Esports. They would not do well at all, but him and Zeppe, of all people, would form a surprisingly decent support line in comparison to the rest of the team. He'd lead the team soon after week 2 and join Raspberry Racers, changing roles to the flex support, and despite some struggles in their first week, the team would provide a much better foundation for him to succeed. Succeed he did, getting a semi-finalist place in his second tournament with them, and coming in second in the overall season tournament, where he proved a very formidable Baptiste especially, though he was a bit of a one-trick on Baptiste, pulling out a Mercy a few times as well. He had a ton of frags and heals in, while he would somewhat continue this tenure on Obey Alliance, where he came in second, even beating Young and Beautiful Khan's team, and would then be transferred to Young and Beautiful, who would perform horribly outside of one tournament where they almost beat Obey Alliance. This was a really weird team for him. Skairipa was able to flex a bit more onto the Zen and Moira, though they were not as good as his BAP, and they ran a lot of Mercy Lucio comps, which were just weird. Overall, he played pretty solidly, but the team just struggled as a whole. This is backed up by the fact that he would be picked up by the British Hurricane, looking to remain at the top, and they did do that for a while, with Skairipa looking like the best EU flex support after Ripa and Khan left for the league, still putting great performances out on the Baptiste, but unfortunately the Hurricane would lose their top spot after Falcon Esports slowly became dominant. But Skairipa and the rest of the Hurricane boys were still top prospects for the region, and now here we are with Skairipa on the Vancouver Titans. I'll be real, I do think he's very good, but ultimately it's hard to see him starting over S-Stack, despite being benched for all of last year. S-Stack still has a ton of promise, and I think he'll grow into a very solid player this year, but Skairipa does bring a ton of value to this roster as a player to round out their support line in case of double flex meta, and his flexibility should not be underrated. Who knows, maybe he could wind up replacing S-Stack. His communication issues would not exist with Skairipa. Thanks for watching, remember to hit like and subscribe for more. I upload nearly daily Overwatch League content, and I'm trying to hit 1,000 subs by the end of Season 5, so any subscription helps greatly. Thanks.